coming into this fight, you mentioned you want to silence all the naysayers that said you were too old or that you were done. There was a sense of relief at the end of the fight. Can you talk about your performance and how you felt afterwards?
Well, I got to tell you that I was aware that people were talking that I'm too old, which is of course not true. Man is old then when you're not able, talking about technically, when you're not able to recover between two trainings, you get tired, you're not able to decrease your pulse after going on 180 and then decrease it to 100 in less than 2 minutes. Then it means that you are tired. But I wanted to prove everyone that I'm not old and they are wrong. And I got to tell you that my preparation for this fight was the hardest preparation in all my life. I won Grand Prix, Open Grand Prix in Prague 2006, but tonight my condition was better. I spent 6 weeks of training very hard. It was very hard sparrings. We did sparrings with MMA, with UFC, official gloves, with special headgear, with the wire on, and I almost broke my arm 2 times. I had to go for X-ray. 2 weeks ago, it was last time when I went, 1 week before I came here, I had to go on X-ray again to check is it broken something or not. And I was really dedicated, and I just feel it now that it was my big mistake preparation during my whole career. Since I live in Croatia and I don't have sparring partners, I was always saying, I'm sorry, I don't want to bother people, but I think this is important to say. And I was frustrated when I came to UFC or some fights in Pride. After a few minutes at the end of the first round, I feel dead. And it frustrated me. Why? Because I was able to do, with all respect for those guys, but I don't think that anyone of them would be maybe able, maybe yes, maybe not, but I was able to do 5, 6, 10 minute round on the punching bag in a high tempo. And then after 3, 4, 5 minutes in the fight, I felt tired because I had no sparring partners. Punching bag is one thing and sparring is another. And for this fight, I brought 2, 3 professionals from Amsterdam. We trained really hard, and I think my condition was very good. Even in the 3rd round, I was full of condition, and I never felt in my career so comfortable, especially fighting in the 3rd round. And I think that's the key of the victory. I was full of energy. That's how I felt.
Can you talk about the almost the new bond that you had with Pat Barry? You guys had an embrace in that first round there. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Can you repeat, please?
Just the relationship now that you have with Pat Barry. You guys, you have a nice little bond in there in the middle of the first round, I believe it was, the embrace.
Yeah, well, Patrick is a nice guy. We talk a lot before the fight. We met yesterday in the hotel, sit half an hour sitting, talking, about everything. I'm that kind of fighter. Some people just hate each other before the fight. Some people likes to turn the head away, they don't want to say even hi to their opponents, but I'm not that kind of people. I can talk to you until 1 minute before the fight, and I will do my best to take your head off if I can. I just don't feel I need, some special. No, but I don't need to hate somebody, to try to beat him or try to hurt him. It's just a business. I'm professional. He's professional as well, but he's also a very nice guy. That's it. And in one point on the fight, I don't know if you could see it. His finger was under the wire. His left foot finger, and he said, "Stop," because I saw he caught the wire, and I just let him go. I just gave him a time to take his foot away, because I'm not sure if I would do it to somebody else. It's not my problem. It's everything legal, but I couldn't do it to him. That's all.
So maybe he is Pat Barry's friend. I was wrong.
Mirko, more to that point, the very expensive lesson that you're not his friend, and he showed you the love, and you guys hugged in the middle of the first round. But do you think he showed you too much respect out there?
No, not at all. Especially not in the first round. I see it twice on my ass. I don't think you can call it respect. He wanted to beat me, of course, and Pat is also a fighter, professional. He's hungry. I mentioned many times, those kind of fighters are most dangerous opponents. He's still fighting for a feast of dollars, and those kinds of fighters are hungry. They will do their best to go on the top, to get more money, and I was aware of it. were.
Do you remember the last time you had a submission victory? You tap out?
Yeah, it was on Pride. I don't remember point anymore. Randleman, yeah, I choked.
2004.
Guillotine choke, yeah. It was second submission.
Right. I think it was like 51 seconds or something. Did you ever expect to submit Pat Barry? Was that even in your?
Yeah, of course. I wanted one of the plan was to go in the clinch, to stay on the distance, or be on right next to him in the clinch and to throw him down. And I mounted him in the second round, and it was pretty much good. And I saw a chance to choke him up and just choke him. Don't forget, people consider me as a striker, but I'm training jiu-jitsu for 10 years already. You know, I had the privilege to train with the top jiu-jitsu fighters. You know, today heavyweights, and I'm not a bad wrestler. You know, maybe I didn't have a chance, or I didn't want to use it in the fight. Of course, I will always be a stand-up fighter, but of course I can choke or submit anyone.
Just one more for you. Obviously, well documented that this is your last fight on your contract. Would you like to stick around with the UFC?
Definitely, I will stick around with UFC. Definitely, fighting or not, but I would like to stay in contact with them, and we'll see. I will sit with them and talk.
Mirko, identify what did change between the first round and the second, third, because it seemed like once you guys had the hug and the good moment, all of Pat Barry's momentum just stopped and you really took over. What was different between the second, third round and the first?
Nothing. I had my game plan, you know, and Patrick caught me twice, just recovered. Punches were good, you know, especially second one. It was good, but I was able to stand up right away, and I just felt pain in my eye. That's all I felt. I wasn't dizzy, you know, and I just had a double vision in my eye for maybe 10 seconds. Later on, I was okay, you know. I just was doing my thing, you know. Just was doing my thing, trying to involve him in the clinch, to get him tired, to take him down, to finish him. Hit punch or kick or submission, whatever it comes.
You've been known to not really be excited about doing interviews and coming out and doing press conferences and stuff, but something seems to have changed this week. I guess there was a point earlier in the week when you were asked the question that you don't like this so much, and now you've shown a lot of emotion in the ring. You've shown kind of a different Cro Cop.
Well, during the sparring, I get a punch in the right place, obviously. Somewhere here and something done.
Is this going to continue? Is this new Cro Cop?
I'm just joking. I don't know. It just felt good this time. But I got to tell you the truth. No, I was always known as a guy who liked to skip if it is possible. No, I don't think it's maybe correct, and I just wanted to pay back for everything, you know, in the past. And I don't like. I got to tell you, I don't like, but I took it serious this time, and I think I was open enough for the whole press.
And Damon, do you think this is important for Cro Cop to kind of evolve as a fighter, marketability-wise and stuff, to be able to be more open to the sport?
Well, I agree. I like the new Cro Cop very much. And you know, one of the things that I always thought about Mirko too, when he first came over here, I believe the guys, you know, and especially as you start to get older, you have to stay active and you have to keep fighting. And Mirko's been active. He's kept fighting, and you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next in his career. But yeah, I like the new.
What do you mean get over?
I like the new funny Mirko Cro Cop.
No, I'm not the new one. I was always like this, you know, but I just didn't like to show it. My friends knows, you know, people that I'm hanging with, always some crazy jokes with me, always. But you're right, you know, I was too serious during the press conference. He said, maybe I wasn't right. I should be open like this first moment. I think people likes it, you know, fans likes it.